Hey everybody, I'm Ian Lobas, and on today's video, we're going to be talking about the 6 questions that most first-time homebuyers are afraid to ask a mortgage professional, and these are important, so stay tuned. So I've been getting this question a lot lately from first-time homebuyers and even some move-up buyers that haven't bought in like 7 or maybe even 10 years. So what are the questions to ask a mortgage professional? Because a lot of mortgage professionals, they just run through the stuff and they're really efficient at it. So sometimes you just don't know what you don't know. You don't know to ask something. Number one, first thing, what do you need to get a mortgage? Well, lenders want to see that you have a track record of being able to pay off past debt. And they also want to see that you've established some sort of credit and that you're being responsible with it. So the first thing is paying off debt and establishing good credit. Number 2, if you have bad credit, you can improve it. Here's one way you can do it. Obviously, I'm not promoting anything, but freecreditreport.com, Credit Karma, places like that, you can go get a free credit report and you can understand that even if you have bad credit, you're educated on it. And you can go to a lender and you can hand them that and say, all right, well, I have a sub 600 credit score. However, what do I do now? And now you're starting at a nice foundational point to move yourself forward. So you might be a month away or you might be a year away. However, with that information, you can make a great decision, because if you wait for a year until you're ready to buy a home and then you find out you have bad credit, it might be too late and you might have to wait another year. All right, number 3, what is the difference between a mortgage pre-approval and a mortgage pre-qualification? All right, first things first, a pre-qualification is not going to hold the same weight as a pre-approval. So you can go online and get someone to print you out a pre-qualification letter. And what does that mean? That you've given the mortgage professional or an online company a couple pieces of information, maybe your idea of what your debt is, maybe your monthly or yearly salary, and maybe your tax liability and some other things. Different websites have different criteria. Pre-approval is different. It's much deeper. So let's go into it real quickly. The pre-approval letter, that actually involves a lender fully checking out your finances in a verifiable way. So it takes more time, it takes more effort, you have to check your credit, but it's exactly what you need and carries a ton of weight when you're going to write an offer on a home. Number 4, how much down payment do I need? I get asked that all the time, honestly, at parties, at various places. So if I wanted to buy a house, how much down payment do I need? Well, that all depends. But it's not the old adage that you need 20% anymore. Because honestly, between FHA and conventional dropping to a very low point, 3.5% or 5% down is really all you need at this point. And then on top of that, and again, this is different for everybody, there are county and state programs that have down payment assistance for you. I think right now it's on average about $5,000 you can get towards the down payment of your home. There are other variables that you can use for the closing costs of your home as well, which is different from down payment. And so today, and again, this depends on everybody's situation, but today you could buy a home with very, very, very little out of your pocket, pending that you have good credit and good debt to income ratio. I know we just talked about it. Number 5 is down payment assistance. So getting down payment assistance in some capacity. So, a lot of people will go to a private source, a gifted source, parents, grandparents, aunt and uncles, a family trust, something like that. But if that's not a possibility for you, if private money isn't a possibility for you, there are over 2,000 programs throughout the country, state and county and city level, that can help you with down payment assistance. Like I said, I think on average they're about 5,000, but they range up to 20,000 plus. I know that specifically in Baltimore, there's Live Near Your Work programs through Hopkins and some other employers that will go very high above that $5,000 mark. So it's all about education. Finally, number 6, and that's going to be what type of home loans are available. A ton of buyers ask me, are they the same type that they were 10, 20 years ago? And the answer is yes and no. So you got like the core, conventional, FHA, VA, you got these core products, but every mortgage company or broker is going to sell their product, and it's going to differentiate a little bit based on what their underwriters want. So there's so many variables out there. Again, the best thing to do is to be educated, and be educated in a very systematic and structured way. So if you want some more information on the pros and cons of different types of loans, maybe FHA versus conventional, or if you qualify for a VA, what are the benefits there? Give me a call, reach out, email me anytime. I'd love to help you out, love to guide you through it. So that's it for right now for the 6 mortgage questions every first-time home buyer, and really any buyer who hasn't purchased a home in the last couple years should be asking, you know, the real estate agent, but really most importantly, their mortgage professional. So if you like this video, please share it social media with your family and friends. I really appreciate you watching. And if there's a topic you want me to cover, I'd be more than happy to do so. Feel free to reach out to me and let me know what you want me to talk to you about.